Hey Moo Crew, a question for this week. Do you enjoy the voice I use for these videos or would you prefer a human voice? I personally enjoy watching AI narration, but I know not everyone does, so would love to know what you think. Let's get into this Moo Math episode.
What I ate at the fair! Pickle ranch pizza!
1/8 of a 16-inch pizza with a ranch base and a 0-calorie pickle topping is 480 calories.
Corn dog!
A large market stall corn dog with a generous squirt of mustard is 490 calories.
First lemonade round!
This cup is very cute, I can't lie, but with half a cup of sugar in this lemonade is 390 calories.
Hot Cheeto Korean cheese dog!
A Korean corn dog, which is basically a gigantic mozzarella stick covered in Cheeto dust, is 580 calories.
Fried Oreo!
A deep-fried Oreo is usually 140 calories, though I must say this one looks extra battered.
Burger!
The driest-looking burger I have ever seen is 370 calories.
Second strawberry lemonade!
Another lemonade, but this time with strawberry syrup, for 470 calories.
Cheese fry!
350 calories for the fries plus 110 for the nacho cheese.
Chicken tender!
One large chicken tender is 140 calories.
Philly cheese steak fry!
A huge portion of Philly steak cheese fries for 830 calories brings her day to 4,350 calories. I cannot get over that this was probably in a 4 to 6 hour window and she will have had breakfast and dinner at home.
Hi guys, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. Remember, I'm fat and I don't eat healthy. Today for breakfast, me and my boyfriend came to a Mexican restaurant. I ordered what was called the Texas plate, and it comes with 2 cheese enchiladas, a piece of steak, rice, beans, guacamole, and a little tomato and lettuce salad. It also came with tortillas, and I decided to go with corn, and everything was super freaking good.
Okay, I need to know if this is a cultural thing, because to me this is an entire dinner and not breakfast by any stretch of the imagination. But anyway, all the elements of this Texas plate come to 1,505 calories.
Today for lunch, we decided to have some avocado toast with some crispy bacon and a grated egg on top. Y'all already know I like my shit spicy, so all over my avocado toast, I added some sriracha. Well, now that Christmas has finally passed, y'all, we can finally talk about Christmas gifts. If you're really listening to this video right now, do me a favor, go to the comments and let me know what your favorite thing that you either gifted or got for Christmas was. I was super excited to give Miss...
Another calorie-dense meal for lunch comes to 850 calories. I must admit this one looks tasty.
Mr. Beef his Christmas gift, which was an all-you-can-eat cookie, if you know, you know, and also a PS5 controller. He's always saying that his controller has like...
Her audio isn't aligned with the video properly, and I'm so glad she explained what this is because I was baffled. So a bowl of mangonada is 150 calories plus 30 for the pickled chamoy.
Sticky sticks or something like that, so hopefully that'll help him out. For snack, I had a homemade mangonada with some pickled chamoy, and tonight for dinner, I made some steak with some mashed potatoes and some grilled onions. Y'all already know I'm a saucy girl, so I was having my steak with some barbecue sauce. But yeah, that is everything I had for the day. Like I always tell y'all, that's enough about me. What did you eat today? Let me know in the comments. Bye!
She has another steak for dinner, which is 660 calories, with sides bringing the total for the day to...
What I ate today as a fatty.
Good morning, fatties. We got Dutch Bros, sugar-free, of course. Delicious.
She always starts her day with a low-calorie, sugar-free or protein drink.
We're on a road trip, so these are my snacks of choice. Comment down below what your road trip snacks are. This one's my favorite. I was hoping these weren't going to be good.
Well, thank goodness it was no calories, because the snacks sure weren't. Honestly, I think this is a low ball on the donut things, but I can't see the branding, but the snacks come to 1,150 calories.
I'm eating a burger. And I had like these In-N-Out style fried dupes. It's called Out and About Burger. But I got the burger here. I even got a little chocolate shake. All right, that's all I could eat.
With a few bites of some fast food fries, most of a burger and a chocolate milkshake, her day ends on 2,233 calories.
This is everything that I eat on a workday, starting off with a full English breakfast. So on here I've got a hash brown, mushrooms, tomatoes, sausages, bacon and 2 fried eggs that are cooked perfectly. They're crispy and not too runny. This came with a small pot of baked beans and they forgot my black pudding, so they brought it over in this.
A cracking start to the day with a full English breakfast for 797 calories. Obviously missing some buttered toast though.
Small dish. I had lunch in the office and they were doing a little pasta bar today. I went for the penne pasta and asked for the creamy cheesy white sauce, and this came with some salad and a garlic bread slice. They were also doing these chili prawn skewers and mozzarella sticks, so I got one of each. And then
she goes to her work lunch buffet. I am seriously in the wrong job. And has a bowl of cheesy pasta for 450 calories plus some extra sides for 510.
Also got this millionaire shortbread slice.
A thin millionaire's slice is 165 calories.
And a can of Fanta, and that now completes my lunch.
A can of Fanta is 63 calories. I did learn in this research that in the USA it would be 160 calories, and like, why, what do you guys put in there?
I had dinner by myself today in the hotel, and for starters I got this prawn and crayfish cocktail. They were quite generous with how much crayfish there was in this, and of course there was this big prawn. The only problem was that they didn't devein these, as you can see from all the poop.
A prawn cocktail starter with an extra crayfish is 310 calories.
In here. Anyway, for my mains, I got the exact same thing as what I had yesterday because I loved it so much. So I've got some mashed potato, bok choy, carrots on here, as well as some crispy pork belly. And the skin on this was so crispy, which I didn't have.
Blimey, we have got ourselves a 2-page calorie count. This yummy looking dinner is super high in fat, and so also calories coming in at 1,115 calories.
Last night, for my dessert, I went for the ice cream sundae, and this came with a lot of cream. Underneath that was a scoop of vanilla ice cream and these chunks of fudge brownie.
Topping the day off with a chocolate sundae puts the total at 4,010 calories.
You know it, you love it. Here's what I eat in a day as a fat person not trying to lose weight. Gotta start out the day with a cup of coffee. I will literally not function otherwise. Then I had a turkey sausage, egg and cheese croissant and a hash brown with spicy ketchup.
She starts the day off with a homemade McDonald's breakfast. I always want to commend the attempt at being healthier, but it's usually the same calories anyway, so this breakfast is 600.
Not gonna lie, I took my morning meds with some cold brew. After getting some emails done, I had a snack. I had some mini peppers with hummus. Then I had this Boba's oat bar and this random lollipop.
She has a few healthy snacks for 425 calories.
For lunch, I had some broccoli and cheddar rice. And then I had these like everything seed crackers.
Lunch is even lower than the snacks and half of what she had for breakfast at only 330 calories.
Later that evening, I was folding laundry and I had these mini rice cakes. My wife burnt the bun, but I had a cheeseburger for dinner and a couple of cookies for dessert. Follow for more.
Overall, this was a relatively balanced day. She ends with a cheeseburger and cookies totaling 2,155 calories.
Hi, my name's Chai Jenny, and here's what I eat in a day as a girl that absolutely is obsessed with food. So I popped to the shop and got some bits, and when I'm buying chocolate, I always try and see which one has more chocolate in it or which one's heaviest. That is really bad. And I also got myself a hot dog. If you feel guilty about the food that you eat, honestly, just watch this series and you'll feel so much better. Like, I eat just unhealthy food. I live and breathe for food. Also, transition queen, and I absolutely love Revel.
Okay, these are the most top-tier cinema snacks in the UK. Cinema snacks were probably the only letdown when I visited the US. These two come to 824 calories for what I guess is breakfast.
Was coffee ones and orange ones are my favourite. Then afterwards I popped to McDonald's and I got these cheesy garlic bites. They were really good. And I had it with the tomato dip that it comes with. And obviously I got a large raspberry ripple. They are my absolute favourite.
For lunch, she has these discontinued McDonald's cheese bites with one of their summer drinks for 711 calories plus some popcorn for 146.
And then when I was at work, I had some popcorn, 2 bags in fact. And then after work, I got some Domino's, got some cookies, and then a meatball and pepperoni pizza. And obviously keeping hydrated. And I ate this while watching Ellen the Nail because I absolutely love her videos. Anyways, that's it.
A hearty dinner from Domino's is more than everything else she ate combined, bringing the day to a close on 5,030 calories.
Hi friends, this is what I eat in a day as a fat person not trying to lose weight, vacation edition. I started my morning
starting the day off with 2 blueberry bagels, and I always assume 7g of butter per slice, which is one of those little packets you get at restaurants, which is 760 calories.
with 2 bagels and then went to the beach and came back and had 2 hot dogs, 2 tamales, and
Sorry, but this is the blandest holiday food I have ever seen. She has 2 hot dogs, 2 tamales, and a cheeseburger for 1,300 calories.
a cheeseburger and some butter cookies.
Okay, guessing on quantity here, but 3 butter cookies are 180 calories.
And I rehydrated with some water, got some watermelon margaritas,
Adding in 2 watermelon margaritas for 440 calories.
Then I went back to the beach and came back for taco night with 2 beef tacos and chips and queso. It ended my night.
Okay, legit question. Is it still a taco if it's just in a tortilla? Anyway, the 2 beef ones are 460 calories plus 350 for the chips.
With some gummy bears.
She ends the day with some gummy bears and multiple margaritas and beers, ending on 4,940 calories. Well, there we have it, Moo Crew. Our very first 2-pager and a rare 5,000 calorie day. Who should be next for Moo Math number 6?